Or for the visit.
So many things to love about opening day. What's tops on your list, RJ?
A lot of things, really. But, man, the energy in the building. This house is rocking. These fans are so pumped up and optimistic about their team right now.
Here's the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. Damian Lillard out there with Taurean Prince. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. Now here's Dunn. Gets the three to fall.
And that gets us rolling. Whew, what a tremendous atmosphere here tonight.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
And down it goes. Jam that one home.
With two hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
The incomparable length. I mean, Giannis with those big strides and the reach to finish against anyone.
Here's Booker. Giannis with the rebound.
That's a shot he'd like back. He's usually going to make those.
Driving to the basket, and Antetokounmpo with the stuff.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
The Bucks have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Here's Kuzma. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Here's Durant. And the Suns miss again.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One he'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
The Suns have gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. The shot by Dunn, no good.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
And Durant with the block.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
Booker, good.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
The Bucks have gone 4 of 8 and looking in control. Here's Lillard. Phoenix grabs the miss. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Mike Budenholzer. Of course, we talked mostly about Giannis Antetokounmpo, the focus of this one. Coach telling me I've lost sleep thinking about Giannis. He can just take over a game, no matter how you play him. We're hoping he'll be a little off tonight. Do off nights exist for Giannis, guys? We'll find out.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
He's known for the long ball, but Lillard every bit as effective in the mid-range.
Kept alive. Poke loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Bucks. Kuzma, that's good. Kuzma's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight.
Here's Durant. And it falls all over the rim and in.
So fluid off the dribble. Sometimes Durant is just impossible to stop.
And Doc Rivers calls timeout. He wants to give him a breather and talk things over. Well, Richard, I know you had the pleasure of guarding Kevin Durant. Not an easy assignment. What was that like?
You're right, B.A. I had the pleasure of guarding him in the NBA Finals. And let's say it was not the easiest of tasks. He's become such a complete player, there's no way to stop him. He takes what you give him, and he kills you with it.
O'Neal, he's checked in for Phoenix. And while we have a break, here were some of the top free throw shooters in the game last season. Damian Lillard, 4th.
Very steady at the line. He's a guy who isn't rattled easily, and that shows in his free throw shooting numbers.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in this first quarter. Kuzma with a screen on Booker. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. The rebound by Devin Booker. And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Trailing by 2. Yes, it's good. Milwaukee's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Kuzma outside. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist. Kuzma's got 7 points.
Oh, man, he's feeling it this quarter. They should be looking to get him going every trip down the floor.
2 minutes remaining.
It's scooped up.
2 minutes.
Richards, the pass to Durant. Over Kuzma. And out of bounds. The Bucks will take it. And a quick look at how things have been since the All-Star break. Checking out the three-point shot ratio for Phoenix.
And they've been cooking from downtown, shooting with volume and efficiency. It's a strong attack from them offensively, and it puts so much pressure on opponents to try and cover all that space.
And the Bucks making a change here. Sims, he's checked in for Lopez. Bobby Portis comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Trent, he's checked in for Kuzma. And it's Porter Jr. in for Prince. Durant with the bucket.
In the mid-range, Durant is deadly as ever. Easy money sniper, putting out the little silky jump.
And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Smith, he's checked in for Milwaukee. .125 left in the first quarter of the game. Snatched up. Portis, left side. Crafty move. And then Porter with the dunk.
Yeah, check out the ups on Porter. Leaping off the floor and playing over the defense.
O'Neal misses.
And sometimes on defense, you can just get lucky.
Tries it from the top of the key. And Booker pulls it down. Suns trail by 6. Here's Beal. A quick shot there. It's off target. Trent with it. Durant covering. Trent's shot is off. Phoenix has gone just 2 for 6 from the arc here in the first. Durant, no good. Here's Milwaukee. Here's Porter. And then Porter with the dunk.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face. He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Lillard with the bucket.
Why fade away there? Just making the shot more difficult, if you have to ask me.
Here's Booker. Rebounded by Trent. In transition, here they come. Here's Lillard. Takes the assist and lays it in. Nice setup. Lillard's got 9.
They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
They came out swinging, really setting the tone on offense, and the opposition has not been able to respond.
And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks earning this break in the action, up 10. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Milwaukee.
Showing their energy so far, sprinting up and down the floor, getting out in transition and taking advantage.
And something else I've noticed is how they've been able to cause turnovers and take advantage of them on the offensive end, not wasting those extra chances at all.
Here's Jones. 17 points in his last outing. And Devin Booker is already one of the greatest players in Suns history, Greg.
Well, you could argue that Steve Nash still ranks ahead of him. He did win 2 MVPs with the Suns. But when it's all said and done, I think Booker will be regarded as the best.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Gary Trent is out there with Kevin Porter. And it's Green in at the 3. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Brian, with the Bucks switching coaches midway through last season, Doc Rivers, experienced with star-laden rosters, he said, quote, "I resist thinking that you can't coach players. I have no problem holding them accountable. If you don't do it, you're not going to win." Brian, the pressure's on to get it done.
Now the burden of expectations. It's title or bust. Thanks, Allie.
Yeah, what a sweet move from Giannis. Just breaking down the defense there.
Suns trail by 12. Jones from outside. Counted from distance. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to sieve it up, oh yeah, you're done.
11-footer. Phoenix grabs the miss. O'Neal passes to Dunn. Over on Antetokounmpo. The shot by Dunn, no good. Milwaukee leading by 9. Antetokounmpo, right side. Six on the shot clock. Second shot opportunity, and it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
And the timeout called by Mike Budenholzer. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan.
Attention fans, now on the court is your home squad. Get loud and let them hear.
Plumlee's checked in for the Suns. Booker comes in for Jones. Lopez, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Prince comes in for Green. Suns trail by 11. Booker on the take. Shoots from the right block. Connects. The jumper drops. Booker's got 9. All right, we've now got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. He's got a special report. Shams, it's all yours.
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Pass to Prince. Jacks up a 3. He's in his comfort zone. 2 for 2 to start this one.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
There's Plumlee with a 3. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the board. Antetokounmpo's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And it's amazing. Their slim advantage on the board seems a lot larger than it is. I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Screen by Antetokounmpo. Trent's shot is off.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
I mean, the size and athleticism of Giannis, arguably without precedent, an incredibly prolific finisher.
Well, Grant, they say early in Giannis's career, he had to work not just on his game, but his attitude.
And that's true, BA. It wasn't a bad attitude. He just lacked an edge. The ruthless mindset that all great players have. But man, once he got that edge, he never lost it.
Durant, he's checked in for the Suns. Jones comes in for Beal. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard fires away from way outside. Off target from outside.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
There's Plumlee with a 3. Yes! And it's Booker with the setup.